The views, opinions, and representations expressed on the Kagos Radio Network and its website are those of the host, guest, and participants. UFO Talk Radio can, but does not necessarily promote any particular lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only, and they are not intended to treat or diagnose and/or claim to cure any disease or condition, or give any medical or legal advice. All music is purchased and owned by LGA Broadcasting. The views, opinions, and representations expressed on the Kagos Radio Network and its website are those of the host, guest, and participants. UFO Talk Radio can, but does not necessarily promote any particular lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only, and they are not intended to treat or diagnose and/or claim to cure any disease or condition, or give any medical or legal advice. All music is purchased and owned by LGA Broadcasting.
Got the windows rolled down, got the radio up, and I'm heading out of Vegas tonight. And it's a 1:30 on a 4-day run, and the desert is a welcome sight. I can see you there in that dress you wear, and it's keeping my foot on the gas. I drink a gallon of Joe just to make it back home and hold you in my arms at last. There's a full moon shining, lighting up the highway like a beacon to you. If I can make it on time, past a moonlit state line, roll a diesel right on through. Well, my lids are heavy, there's a blue and white Chevy, and it seems these are right on my heels. And I'm leaning into Barstow, I can't drive this slow, yeah, you know how it feels. But the road is made for the big and brave, and may the fellow with the best rig win. I'll brave the long, hard road and the highway patrol to hold you in my arms.
From deep in the desert of Nevada, broadcasting to the world, it's the Glenn Larry Show. Are you ready? What you are about to experience is real. Right along with us. Deep in the desert of Nevada, the Glenn Larry Show.
Oh, I am here, everybody. Welcome to the show. Whatever, may you be from whatever time zone. I don't care. You're listening. You may just got out of bed. You might be in England. You might be in France. You might be in, well, Ketchikan, Alaska. But I'm telling you, welcome to the show. Yes, for sure. Whatever time zone you guys are in, Ham Operators Worldwide Radio Club, by the way, thank you so much for that. Those emails. K6RCL in Galita, Dennis over there, Ham Operator. All my affiliates out there, small broadcasters, I want to thank you very, very much. And my Facebook friends, hello. And all my people over there on YouTube, we thank you also, and X and those other folks out there. Yes, and on all the radio stations, by the way, we're broadcasting right now on KGhostRadio.com, UFORadio.com, and all the other LGA broadcasting networks, and some others out there, small broadcasters. We do thank you very much, I'll tell you for sure. Well, tonight's kind of open lines, and talk about anything. If it's about politics, I want to really ease down on that. And also the religious part. I want to just kind of turn that down, But, we can scope over some things. But a lot of activity in UFO world in Florida, big time. Weather's changing all over the country, as you know, from earthquakes to fires to changes of nice weather. We're having nice weather in our little town of Good Springs. As you know, I'm wearing this beautiful shirt that was given to me by a person that listens to us. I collect little transistors radios. And when I got this in the mail the other day, I said to myself, wow, this is pretty darn cool. Can you see it okay? It's all these little transistor radios. And I have every one of those radios on this shirt over there in that shelf because I put those together when I was a kid. Yeah, unbelievable. Little transistor radios, like this one here. This one right here, like this little one right here. Here we go. The camera we're on here. I've got two cameras going there, I think. Yeah, pretty cool, man. And see, it's, yeah, well, that's AM for you. It goes away after a while when the atmosphere changes. The AM radio starts to fade because we're low wattage up here, just a microwatt or a watt, if not even that, part 15. So, yeah, it's like if you go to, let's say, a drive-in or a church parking lot, you can get us, but after that, it's done. That's the AM side. But it's posted, the FM's fantastic too, part 15. But the coolest thing is the internet radio. Yeah, we can do anything on that side. It's pretty darn cool, to tell you the truth. Yeah. Are you in radio? Have you been a ham operator? Maybe you're a CBer. Yeah, well, that's pretty popular too right now. 11 meters is huge. You could talk on sideband, talk all over the world. You got the right device to do it, right radio. You're going to have a lot of fun, man. And I encourage anybody to get into radio if they can, ham radio and CB and all that, because it's a lot of fun. You might hear somebody going by here. Yeah, you hear that? Yeah, happens all the time. 3 o'clock in the morning, they're rattling my windows. But they're off-roaders, We're in a small town, and this is a nice village. I call it a small town village, and it's a ghost town. Ghost Town Radio USA, of course. That's us also, by the way. Midnight Talk Radio is pretty cool. Lots happening on my radio side, by the way. Oh, yeah, you're going to love it. Tune in. You'll be seeing the stuff on the internet and on the Facebook pages and also the web pages we have up. So I'm anxious to tell you about that. I want to say hello to all my friends out there. Got a lot of folks over here. Let's look over on the computer here who's all listening. Yeah. Ken and Dee over there. We want to say in Florida. Hello, hello, hello. Neil and Barbara. London, of course. God, I love those people. I'm supposed to come over to London. I got so much stuff going on. It's pretty darn crazy. Jonathan in Texas. We have Chief Hall over there in Avondale and the fire department over there. We want to thank those guys, EMS guys. Station 23, you betcha. It goes on and on. We got Reno. We got Memphis on the scope here. We have Thunder Bay, Vancouver. And it looks like also we got Oklahoma City. Yeah, Elko. Got Washington, Tumwater, Alaska. Fairbanks, Alaska's listing. All right. And some people on TikTok too, I guess. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, what's been going on with your world? I'd love to hear what's going on in your world. How are you coping with things today? Are you feeling good about things? What would you do to change things? Make it mild, make it happy, make it whatever. That's should be your thoughts, of course. Keep the no bad language, of course. You got one-time callers, of course. And use critical thinking if you can do that. That's kind of a cool thing. I had some, went through the water situation, as I told you guys before. We had the water tank itself that holds the water, the pressure, it's air over water. Then we had to replace the pump out of the well. That was a pretty price. And then everything went well, and all of a sudden, my car won't start. Dead battery. And I didn't know this, but my friend told me that, Chris told me, hey, man, they only last for so long, and that's it. If it says 3 years, it's 3 years. Whatever it says, how long it's going to be, it's 3 years. And you know what? He's right, because it's right to the point of what the date. I got maybe a month out of it more, but it went dead. Yeah. And there I sit, and I got to make it to this birthday party and some other things and get my butt back home, because I am leaving at the end of the week, Sunday. By the way, I'm going to Kentucky. Yes. Oh, Kentucky home. Well, it's not like that, but I'm going to help a person drive down there to Kentucky, and we'll be back soon. We won't do the Wednesday show for this next Wednesday because I'll be in Kentucky, but I'm going to be saying some special things from down there, so you might just catch something up from down there. So, yeah, I'm going to check out their UFO and other stuff going on in that little town over there. There's stuff been happening in their little town. Yeah. So I'm going to open the lines up, and we'll see what we'll get. It is about, I got to also remind you about Fallout, which is coming out in November, by the way. That's a big thing for this town. Last time we had like 6,000 people in and out, in and out, in and out, buses coming in and out, people everywhere, very well behaved, very good people. And I'm going to say hello to my Fallout fans out there. There's so much going on in that whole deal. It's crazy. It's November 13th, 14th, and 15th. They're going to have it here and also on Sandy Valley Ranch, as you all folks have been there last time. They had the events up there also, huge, much bigger. And so they're splitting them back and forth. They're having buses going back and forth. And you can check this out on the, I believe it's the Pioneer Saloons. .org, whatever. You'll see it up on Facebook and also on TikTok. They'll be talking about it. Old Man Lever. What a guy. Yeah, I go down there all the time. I really enjoy the Pioneer. Great food, great people work there, I'm telling you. And the people that I meet that come in there, just wonderful. And they love radio. They love ghosts. They love UFOs. They love all that stuff. And that's just right up our alley, of course. Well, we're going to open the line, see what we get.
To talk with Glenn Larry, deep in the desert of Nevada, lines are open at 1-702-874-1114. That's 702-874-1114. Now, here again, Glenn Larry.
Oh, yeah. We would no thunder and lightning right now, but that sounded good. I just love that so much, Yeah. Well, my cat got loose out of the house today, and of course it's hot. And she doesn't go far because her whole world is the porch, and it's all screened in. And she looks at the world, and that's what she sees, and the birds. She goes here to every window into the house, and she's like Holland Button, man. She's like gets the real cat get up and go type of thing. And I had left apparently the back door open a little bit because I was taking things out to the engineering area where I have a bunch of radio stuff and what have you, where I do a lot of electronics and radio repair. And there I walked in, the door's open, man. So I go through the house looking for her. No. All her hiding spots, man. She's got a bunch of them. And so I went ahead and looked outside, and there she was sitting on the other side of the house, just looking around, like, wow, this is pretty cool. And I go, okay, she's right there. I got to go get this bag of goodies. And so I shake this bag of goodies, okay? And she looks up and she starts running to me, and she gets close, and I lift her up really gently and put her in the house, make sure the doors are locked. But I hope she doesn't get smart to that little trick, because she maybe not come next time, So if you got any ideas that helps me out, let me know when your cat gets loose, because they bolt sometimes. They just bolt. And try to, it's a game with them to get caught, to pick them up sometimes. Now, dogs are different. They'll come to you because they know, and they'll listen and obey. Cats just don't give a damn, man. They got their own way. It's their idea to come to you if they want to, But at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, she just goes crazy sometimes, especially when the daylight starts to come up, sun starts rising. She's like wild, but she can land on you like a feather. Now you know she's there, or she feels like she's 60 pounds landing on your chest. Get up, and she meows right into my ear. Wow, she has a wow. Yeah, well, I don't want to bore you about my cat, but I'm a cat lover and a dog lover, much. So if you don't like animals, I just gotta be something wrong with you. Yeah, that's what I really think. I'm sticking to that. Probably works. We'll be back right after this.
People should not be afraid of their governments. Governments should be afraid of their people.
Violence, theft, drugs, graffiti. It's all part of joining a gang. In times like these, we need to protect our children and our community from gangs. Gangs often prey on unsupervised teens with low self-esteem, who perform poorly in school, who seek a sense of belonging, or are simply bored. Joining a gang often involves violent hazing rituals. Once in a gang, members can become alienated from their families, school, and friends. Drugs, guns, and malicious activity are common elements in gangs. Trying to leave a gang can be a difficult and dangerous process. The best way to get out of a gang is never to join one. Protect kids from being recruited by a gang. Know who they're hanging out with. Involve kids in after-school activities and provide positive role models. Help reduce gang activities in your community by working with local law enforcement and school systems. Don't let a kid you know get involved with gangs. Visit ncpc.org to learn more or contact your local law enforcement agency.
A message from the U.S. Department of Justice, National Crime Prevention Council, and the Ad Council.
There's no typical meth user. I was from an upper middle class family. Meth is terribly addictive. My first time using it, I was hooked. There was no turning back. I lost my job. I was homeless. I never thought I'd see my family again. I have a great fear of meth because it took so much of me. I mean, it took everything. Meth took over my soul.
Visit our website at drugfree.org. A message from the Partnership for a Drug-Free America.
You ignore the signs, so you enable.
You don't want to sound like a hypocrite, so you enable.
You don't want to alienate your child, so you enable.
But if you think they're trying drugs, you shouldn't be afraid.
You are the parent.
So you are able.
You are strong.
So you are able. There are others just like you.
So you are able.
And we can help. So you are able.
Get help at drugfree.org. A message from the Partnership for a Drug-Free America.
Seeing more things in the skies lately. A couple of days ago, I told my friend about sitting in the driveway. Real nice weather in the evening here. It wasn't bad at all. Going from 102 to like 80-something, 83. It wasn't bad. Light wind. Could see the stars. Clear the bell. And they start jumping around. Yeah, this is about, I'd say about 11:30. And there they were. There were three of them. And one went right over the house. Deep in space, but I mean, well, not really deep in space. I'd say, how would I judge this? But there they were dancing away, and it's just incredible to see this now. And it's like I can count on them being there almost. Is it happening to you? Are these objects, these UFOs, popping in your way? Are you seeing them now more than you have been? I have. I'm seeing more of them. Those that have seen UFOs, we discussed this the other day. I think Paul was on the air. That once you see one, you see other ones. And he happened to have over his swimming pool. And he's over his house. As he's in the pool, he's looking straight up in the sky. And this is what he had seen. I played it a couple of weeks back, I think. If this is the right picture, I'm sure it is. Put that up. There it is. That's what he first sees, okay? And there's some other ones there that weren't so clear. But then we went to this one here, and that was quite interesting. Here it is. There it is. And kind of a better shot of it. So it looks like it has wings, but it's actually a disc with a cutout inside. And these things change to the colors, and they change shapes. Now, I received a message. I think it's on Messenger, or was it on YouTube? Anyway, from Dee over there in Florida, and she had some type of orb in her backyard, and some type of ball, energy ball, and it actually got big and small, and then lit up like it was on fire, and then it just disappeared. And I saw that, and that was quite interesting. People send me some stuff. Sometimes I can't make it out, then I can't get a hold of them or something. I can't put it on because I don't know what it is. We haven't discussed it. But more and more UFO activity as things go on in the the United States and over the world, the wars and just the unrest, what's going on. Actually, Dearborn, and a bunch of other places. It's unbelievable. Then the weather's crazy. These are different times. And I remember my parents saying, well, you'll see, it's going to be it's going to be havoc. You won't believe it. They didn't talk about the UFOs, so they didn't go that far. But they did say that, you see, the economy is going to be bad, and gas will be high, and groceries, and the cost of living, and boy, they was right about that, But beyond all that, we're alive, we're free, and I hope that everybody's healthy out there. Those that are not, I'm praying for you. I mean to say that. If you have friends out there, I have a hard time and need prayer, man, lay it to me. Give me their names and my email, which is glennlarry51@gmail.com. And I'll put them on my prayer list. Why not? Right? Darn right. Big weekend coming up for me to be with some family. I'm looking really forward to it. God, am I looking forward to it. Now that I think I can make it there, battery and all, and we'll see. But yeah, going to see the fam, little babies and my god kids, and they're my buddies, Chris's family, and everybody's mother's going to be turning 90 years old. Fantastic. I know I won't make it that far, but man, I think it's fantastic. And she's right with it, man. So, gosh, do you have family what's the oldest out there that you've had a relative live? And mine was 104 years old, and was a great aunt. Yeah, I think that's how it goes. Gotta run that down. But yeah, Margie Oliver is her name. She lived in Olympia, Washington. Olympia Lacey. And yeah, Ken, if you can live that long, man, go for it, right? Yeah. But hey, I'm taking all the good stuff I can, doing some exercising, and you got to stay away from stress, boy. That stress can just knock you down. So have a good stress pill or some other way to relieve it. Okay, we'll be back right with this. Make a little advertising time there for my associates out there, affiliates that have their people that pay for their advertising. We do not. So at this point, but do want to thank you for tuning in. Hey, want to thank also Tiles USA, Carpet Tiles. Thank him, my buddy over there. And if you want to know about tile and carpet and how they make carpet and all that, this guy is so good. His name's Fran. The number is 702-265-4419. Francis. Yeah. Nice guy. He's in radio himself. Yeah. My buddy Ray Honey hasn't stopped by lately. You haven't seen him. Honey is a healer. He does all sorts of stuff for you, for allergies and you name it, especially from your area. And Ray can educate you about honey. 702-885-1260. Just ask about how does that honey work. Maybe your honey might call for you. I don't know. Open lines coming our way, and we're going to let Ross give that number out.
To talk with Glenn Larry, deep in the desert of Nevada, lines are open at 1-702-874-1114. That's 702-874-1114. Now, here again, Glenn Larry.
And as those calls come in, as we wait to have this happen, and we do have, sometimes we get a lot of calls, sometimes we don't get nothing, sometimes we'll get, depends how we advertise it, I guess. Hey, Google, I had a thing with Google the other day. I had actually just sent out I guess it's called a queue, some type of a queue, I don't know, it's information thing that Google gets, and they put you on the list, and you get this advertising for free, and then you pay for it and what have you. But yeah, the KGhostRadio.com and OlympiaRadio.com wasn't even coming up. So I'm going, well, what's that all about, man? Jeez, unbelievable.
From deep in the desert of Nevada, broadcasting to the world, it's the Glenn Larry Show.
So,
broadcasting to the world from deep in the desert of Nevada, it's the Glenn Larry Show.
Boy, I just must have bumped that button, I'll tell you. Yeah, so I just, we weren't even coming up on the list. And it's very funny how Facebook and all these other media, whatever, can knock you on or knock you off. And you say the wrong thing, or somebody, you have a guest on. This happened to me. We were on Facebook, and we had 2,000 something hits and listeners and followers on that one side. And we were talking about the Kennedy assassination. And I had a couple guests on that were, they were dropping some names, but they were heavy duty names, and there were people that were involved and all that back in the day, and they're dead by now, I'm sure. I mean, but they didn't like it, and they took us down. Took down the whole page, and I had to rebuttal it, get a hold of them, and open another page. You guys have seen it if you know if you're on my Facebook page. It's drastically changed. So we have 3 different pages, and but for some reason, StreamYard can only let me do one Facebook, one YouTube, and we're on X2 and another one. Of course, we're on iHeart and some other things on the radio side. So that is a difference. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting game you got to play, and of course, different music you can't play. Each one's differently. So, any more ideas? Please email me at Glenn Larry, GLENNLARY 51 at gmail.com. I would appreciate that.
To talk with Glenn Larry, deep in the desert of Nevada, lines are open at 1-702-874-1114. That's 702-874-1114. Now, here again, Glenn Larry.
That might make you feel a bit better. Just pick that phone up. Give us a call. Yeah. I went through a bunch of tapes the other day, and I was listening. We had a KLDY and a bunch of other stations we were on for about a year or 2 years. And it was back in the day, and I had a special guest with me. And, of course, we'd have all these different shows. And it was local Las Vegas radio, AM, and did quite well. We're looking into a lot of things right now for like on the radio side for Vegas, and it's just a money deal, of course, but with sponsors, it can change, I'll tell you for sure, and that's what we're kind of looking at also. So I asked you earlier, have you been on radio before? Coming up on this Fallout, we're going to have a couple of guys that are doing radio, and I'm going to put up this cool looking code, and let's see here, let's see if it comes up. It's not the Bob Boy. It's my Ghost Bob Boy, and it's pretty cool for Fallout coming up. Yeah, you hit that with your camera there, and it'll take you to the sites and stuff. But yeah, I was pretty proud of that. We got some new stuff coming up. My buddy Chris is gonna do some stuff. Looking forward to that stuff for Fallout and stuff. But we're looking forward for having some hats too. Everybody asks, where are the hats at? You know, the cups. I don't know. They don't. If they're inside of a store, they go more than, you know. We'll send you a cup. You know, or you know, I usually send them a cup and a bumper sticker or something if you contribute to the station a little bit, which we always do need help. So we do take donations. I'll tell you for sure. Yeah. But anyway, talking about the radio side, it doesn't take that much to get into radio, but you got to know what you're doing with equipment wise. And if you're going to transmit AM and FM, you get your Part 15 or you get your low powered license. It's a long drawn out thing to do, but you can do it. Doesn't take that much, but you got to find a good engineer that helps you with a bunch of stuff because it's got to be right tuned up and everything. It's got to be perfect. Then you get inspection that they come and do their whole thing, FCC. So it's great, but the key is internet radio because there's a lot more and you can reach the whole world, not just a block or two, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it and I hope that you enjoy the channels too, in that aspect. Open lines, give us a call. Here's the number again.
To talk with Glenn Larry, deep in the desert of Nevada, lines are open at 1-702-874-1114. That's 702-874-1114. Now, here again, Glenn Larry.
We'll just put up the number up there for you. If you can see that on the screen there also. Yeah, there it is. We are looking at Elko. A couple people in Elko, man. You guys just popped up big time. Yeah. Appreciate you so much. Okay. I'm reading some emails here. Okay. Yeah. We are definitely going to do some other shows on time travel. That's coming up. Thank you so much. I love time travel. God, we had back in the day, we had Stephen Gibbs on. You remember that guy that made a time machine? He was on Art Bell. It's unbelievable. And yeah, so I met some cool people the other day down at the Pioneer Saloon. A dad and his two sons and his son-in-law. And they were just totally cool people. And they like radio and stuff. And I'm going to have the one son on, and we're going to talk about diabetes. And what there's a lot of questions asked about that. And I think that'd be an educational show for everybody. And but these people are just great attitudes, great everything. I'll tell you for sure. Well, we got a phone call coming in. Let's see what we got here. Caller, you on the line? What's your name and where are you from?
Hey, Larry, how's it going? This is Ed. I tried to call you on a backdoor number so other callers can call in.
Oh, well, you're doing fine. How you doing, Ed? What's going on in your neck of the woods?
Wonderful. I'm doing good. It's in the 80s.
Oh,
nice breeze.
And you're over in
high desert like you.
Yeah, but you're in Springs, Dolan Springs, right? That area. Yeah, that's.
Thank you for airing my show again. I mean, I saw a lot of people put
comments.
They were on live chat trying to say different things and everything.
Yeah.
You know, I appreciate you airing that again and letting everybody know what's really going on out there. And I did a hit and miss on your AI show, but I did find something on YouTube, which I don't know if it's real or not. AI said that they have identified the guys that escaped from Alcatraz back in the day.
Oh, really? Do we know who
I
those?
sent it to you.
Okay. I don't have a way to get to it with all this 6 computers going. But I will look that up, man. You're kidding me. From Alcatraz. I wonder who they were.
Yeah.
I wasn't Clint Eastwood though, right? He was in the movie.
It definitely was. Definitely wasn't Al Capone.
No. Yeah, that's interesting. So they nailed it right on the head. They actually know who they were, huh? That
Well, and for the headlines it says that. I didn't read the article because the article popped up on YouTube about the same time your show popped up.
yeah, okay, yeah.
You know, they popped up about the same time, so I went ahead and sent that to you. And I've been
Okay.
listening to your show, and I decided, I'll call in, say hi, see how you're doing, and everything else. And you know, poor Cadillac, the batteries just can't take it out here anymore.
Oh my gosh, and it was expensive for that sucker, man. You're not buying a $65 battery anymore. This is like $100 something, man. I go, whoa, and then we priced them out, you know, and boy, I'll tell you, after all this, what's hit me lately, I'm like going, man, I got to have a fundraiser going on or fund me or something, because it's like, holy moly, you know, what's coming up next, you know, type of thing.
Yeah,
But,
no, that's it's,
And then your car insurance is for accidents and all that. It's not going to get you a battery for your insurance, like your health insurance, which is whatever.
right. Well, see, you bring that up. You guys have water, and you guys have, I think you have fire hydrants and everything in the town, don't you?
No fire hydrants. No, what they
No
are.
fire hydrants. Okay. But well, areas like yours and mine, insurance is higher because there's no fire hydrants. So you have to haul water, and by the time you get the truck out there with water, your house might be burnt down to the ground.
Well, we have a fire department in town, you know, and we got a couple active people here, so it helps us out a lot. And I know how to get that water truck out there here. In fact, I think Steve Darnell is going to do something with the water truck or something like that, just to have something available, little backup, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
yeah,
Well, like where I live out in Dolan, the unfortunate thing is our fire department serves Chloride, Meadview, White Hills, and all the way to the Arizona-Nevada border.
yeah, okay. But there you got paid guys or volunteers? Paid our volunteers.
They're volunteers. I mean, that's a lot of area for these guys to cover in the Mojave County.
You got that right. My God, I love them, man. Good. That's a lot of
Yeah, I
responsibility.
mean,
You become a fireman.
it's
These,
just that they're so far stretched,
yeah, become a
you know, like everything else.
right. Well, Ed, to become a fighter these days, it takes a lot, man. You're going through all this training, just like the regular fire people do. I mean, the paid, and I'm telling you, it's like wow. Man, you get it. I mean, you're studying quite a bit, you know. Then you got hands-on. You got your ELF class you go to, and a bunch of stuff. I was with the fire department here for 5 and something years, and you know, of course, open heart surgery. You can't be doing that no more. But yeah, they kind of frowned on that, you know. And I show up and my turnouts, and my buddy goes, "Nah, I don't think it's going to work, Larry." I go, you know, I feel fine, you know, but no. So it couldn't even work the radios the way the insurance runs for Clark County, whatever. But I love my EMS people. I love my fire people and police, and my people over there also in Avondale and Clark County, all the doctors and nurses that do so much. And I mean, it's just unbelievable, our emergency people. And there's a lot of people that need help. And we need to get people in the right jobs to become nurses and firemen and policemen and all that can fit the bill and do it. I mean, God bless you, man. That's just special. Those are special people.
Mike Rowe, the guy that did Dirty Jobs,
Yeah.
he's been on several news agencies saying this is what we need. We need welders. We need HVAC. We need carpenters. We need this. We need that. That's where our country lacks. I mean, everybody and their brother has a degree, but the degree you really need at this point in time, you need a skilled labor. I mean, a degree is only good for whatever you decided. And if you decided in macrame and tie-dyeing, I mean, that's not going to get you in today's world. You need to go over and sit there and weld on a battleship or go and weld on a high-rise bridge or something that the country needs. That's not going to do you any good.
Well, it's a lot of people find that out. I mean, I got people that have communications degrees, you know, and I go, "How you doing now?" "Well, I'm not using my degree." I go, "What are you doing?" "I work at a casino." I go, "That's great, man. I mean, but you got your degree, you know, you got a degree." I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but a lot of people are wasting their time in college where they, like you say, go to a trade school, become something. These younger kids can do this. if they want to work. Now, that's the whole thing. If they want to do it, get out of the basement, get away from the computers, get that damn phone out of your hands and study and go for it.
Well, the thing about it is I just saw on the internet that Home Depot is offering free courses. Free.
Wow.
Plumbing, HVAC, roofing, whatever there is out there that people need. I mean, it's like, why do you want to spend all this money going to school that you're never going to be able to use that degree in today's world because it's not fixable?
Yeah.
Why don't you go out and put yourself somewhere? I mean, a good carpenter can make over $100,000 a year.
Boy, you betcha.
I mean,
now AI,
what's that degree in?
The robots can't do the plumbing. They can't do the heating and air. They can't do a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? And welding.
Right.
Now, this gentleman right down the street called Welders Up, this Steve Darnell guy, I'm telling you, this guy's incredible. And he has classes on welding. All sorts. There are women out there learning how to weld, learning the trade, and then having fun with it on the side. I mean, man, if you get an opportunity, I'm going to take the class myself just to have it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I mean.
Right, but still the thing about it is, I mean, okay, there might be a day that pops up and all of a sudden there's a welder and you need to weld something.
Right, yeah.
I mean, you cannot predict tomorrow or the future. Everybody is involved in everybody's life for a reason. You walked into my life for a reason. I walked into yours. Everything is already predestined. There's nothing that you and I can do about it.
No,
just people
you're right.
walk in and out for educational purposes, for all types of reasons. To open your eyes over this or to give you, their vision of or version of whatever they feel.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a wackadoodle. Hey, guess what I got, Larry? I got a time machine. You want to come over to the house and we'll try it out? I mean,
hey, I'm willing to come on over. I'm not plugging it in my wall, though. Stephen Gibbs, they sent me that, and I haven't even plugged it in, man. I'm not going to mess with it. I don't know if it works. I don't know how to control it. I don't know much about it. Well, I got the manual and everything else with it, I'm saying. And
you got a cat, don't you?
Well, I don't want her going in there either. Madman Mark, he did some stuff, and he never came back. So I don't know what happened to Madman Markham. I was on the Art Bell show, and yeah, I don't want to take that risk.
Look, it's like, are you willing to flip a coin? Some people are, some people aren't. I mean,
yeah, that's too much gamble.
My parents, you're a gambling person. My parents went overseas, and I lost my job and everything else, and I was having issues. And when they left, I said, find me a job. So I said, okay, we found you a job. I was working in the oil fields of Saudi Arabia back in the day.
Yeah, that's
so
big.
I said, well, screw it. I asked, roll the dice and see what happens. I mean, your life is like you're gambling. You have to put yourself out there. You have to roll the dice. You have to see the next adventure. If not, you're going to stay in your mom's basement eating chocolate bonbons forever.
Your head might be in the sand forever. You're right. You got to pull out and go somewhere and do things. I did with the radio. I did with everything in my career, entertainment.
I know.
I took chances, and boy, there were times where I was, I'm going to put this together, but I don't know. I believe in a higher being, and I believe that he made it possible, and with all my help from my friends. And I'll tell you, I'm glad I had a job. I'm glad I kept my job. A lot of musicians, friends of mine, didn't do that, and they're still working to this day.
Right.
They didn't have Social Security and what have you. So, but some did put into it, but a lot of my average musicians did not. And they didn't save their money. Just hey man, I'm just a stoner and play guitar. He ain't got nothing. I mean, I don't know where they're at. A lot of them are, but I got a lot of dear musicians and entertainer friends, and I love them so much, and I miss them. I miss the circuit. I miss doing the stage, doing a lot of stage work. I might do some little karaoke here or there, but I do miss it. But radio is my thing, and I really love it.
Right.
So I was blessed with
Well,
that.
Everybody goes through a transitional period where you've done this, you've experienced that, and it's like, else or see what can fall in my lap or see what else I can do. Because it's like, okay, I've done this, I've accomplished that. I can do with this and see where the momentum will carry me. I mean, if you don't, you kind of remain stale, flat, and like mundane.
Yeah, well, the thing, never give up. Never give up. Try again. I saw the dreams, and I brought the dream right to me when I saw it. I said, I can do this. I didn't care what people think. And they say, I can't do it. I'll just do it. You know, what are you going to do? I did it. It's the thing in the back of your mind saying you can't do it. You can't. It ain't going to happen. Well, yeah. Then you give up, you get lazy, and your dream's done. You know, if you write all these dreams down, you know, I had a dream. Well, a dream, that's the true thing. If you had a dream and follow that dream, you can do anything you want to do. You can do anything you want to do. There's ways around things. I know there is. And never give up, man. I didn't give up. And I'm thankful to my friends, my dear friends, and that believed in me. And there's always someone that believes in you, too. Don't ever forget that. And
yeah, I understand that. And the thing about it is what you have to learn, which a lot of people don't learn, never take no for an answer.
Oh, yeah. You're right. That's so
true.
True.
I mean, if you push hard and long and knock on doors and do this and put yourself out there, eventually you're going to find a yes. It's going to open the door and say, well, what you're looking for, please come in and sit down.
Right.
But you can't stop.
You know, this whole interview process now is a little bit different than it was in our day. Where we had a resume, letters of reference, and of course they do their backgrounds and stuff, which is great. But now it's everything's done differently, man. It's just it's electronically done, and they call you in if they call you in. I don't know how that works. You don't know if you're getting a fair shake or not. I want to see the person I'm interviewing with, of course, face to face.
Right.
It's interesting.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Is unfortunately in today's electronic AI world, you need to watch what you post out there on your social media or anything else.
Yeah, anything you agree with, also, that can hit you. And you may say you agree with it, or you put a thumbs up, but you might be saying thumbs up about something content within the show, not what they're trying to deliver. That's another big whopper.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be like, you're watching Wheel of Fortune.
Right.
You agree with the person that won, but you may not agree with the.
You're cutting out a little bit, buddy. You're cutting out a little bit.
Oh, I said you might agree with what's going on, but you might not agree with the subject matter.
Right. Exactly. But there's some good stuff I found out about AI. I get it, but I'm just not there, man. I just can't. That was quite a show we had last week. It was unbelievable. That last caller I could see. And I've done some research, but I'm still not sold on. They're going to take over. So, I mean, what are we going to do about it? But it's gotten to the point where there are some good things about it.
Yeah, but it's almost like Terminator.
Yeah.
The thing about it is, if you're going to nip it, you need to stop it next week, not last week, but it's not going to happen because of the society that we live in today.
Ed, stand by. I got to go commercial.
Mom, you wanted to talk to me?
The calendar hypnosis into thumbtack cushion, completely tailwind. And sewing elephants plant before cartoon paper cups. So numbers renovate.
If your teenager is trying drugs or alcohol, would you know the right words to use?
Afterward, lightly fish scale. Doorbell.
Find out what to say at drugfree.org. A message from the Partnership for a Drug-Free America.
Every day, people are afraid to report violent crimes. In times like these, choosing to report a crime or helping the police can be a difficult decision. A no-snitching culture has sprung up in our communities, making it unpopular and sometimes even dangerous to report a crime. Do the right thing by calling 911 or your local crime tip line. If you're the victim of a crime, report it. If you know about a crime, report it. To learn more about how to do the right thing, visit ncpc.org or contact your local law enforcement agency.
A message from the U.S. Department of Justice, National Crime Prevention Council, and the Ad Council.
Yes, also, Yeah, great ad there on those PSAs. I'll tell you for sure. But back to Ed on the line. Thank you for your call, my friend, and I'm glad that you're surviving the heat over there where you're at. My buddy Chief's over probably on his porch watching the show with a cold beer in his hand, and I don't know, maybe a little moonshine. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, how you been there, Ed? Otherwise, from what we talked about AI, you still with me, Ed? Well, I think Ed dropped off there. Yeah, I guess. Hang on. Are you with me, Ed? Here we go. Ed, you back on the line?
Oh, I'm still here.
Okay, I dropped you here on my side. I apologize. Yeah.
Everything's normal. I mean, life goes on.
Yeah.
What can you say? I mean,
well,
you just sit there.
Those pictures I showed to a couple other people that wrote in the studio. They're big UFO fans, and they saw it. We got a magnifying glass. We can, the picture, and that's pretty interesting because there's been people that have been out in that desert area, not on that property, but they've seen things, and how are you going to control an alien or some type of being? It's not going to wander by and do it once in a while. I mean, you got it. I mean, I'm sure they have a force field of something, but they've been seen out there in that desert area, and just odd things like people in the desert. This guy came walking out of the desert, and these people were, I don't know, they're mining or doing something. This guy just kept walking out of the desert, and he didn't look normal. He looked kind of like a human being, but different uniform on the whole bit. And he was asking for some directions. Directions in the desert. And he walked out of
the middle of the desert. Where the hell am I?
Yeah. He got lost.
See, here's the thing. Okay. This just backs up what some of these channels that the government has taken off are actually living proof. I mean, it's not like, oh, are you sure? I learned everything from the History Channel as far as the white pickup truck, as far as on the weekends the aliens are the guards, as far as the white pickup truck is hauled out there on a flatbed. I'm not talking like a tilt bed. I'm talking full-blown, where they drop the tractor, they lay it down, pull it out, they lay down the trailer, and they put it up on there. Look, I'm a car guy. I did not hear it start. I did not hear it go in gear. I did not hear it move. I didn't hear anything. But we went back that night after going to the Alien Cafe. There was a Jeep up there. You could hear the AC compressor kicking in and out. You could hear the vehicle running. You could hear everything. So what the History Channel reported as far as aliens are guards on the weekends, there's a white pickup truck, there's all this. Whoever gave them the information was spot on. It was true.
Huh. Really?
My pictures confirm it.
Well,
unfortunately, a lot of people don't want to believe it or hear it.
It's getting a little too late for that. The genie's out of the bottle, man. There's too much going on.
Yeah, I know.
Too much going on.
It's, way too much. And the thing about it is I'm not trying to get political, but at least President Trump is willing to at least open his lips and say something.
Yes.
It may not what everybody agrees upon,
yes,
but at least he says something to kind of let, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the only president that's ever admitted anything, except for Eisenhower.
We're getting piecemealed out, though. We're getting piece stuff. Just get a little bit here, a little bit there. I've seen most of the stuff before. And guys were saying, "No, that's a new picture, Larry." I go, "I've seen it before. I'm sorry, I don't know where, but I've seen it." And now they are having more disclosure. Number 5 comes out, and then there's 6, and number 2, and number 5 more pictures or whatever. So I'm waiting for the next batch to come and see what we get. And a lot of people
I
are
know.
too.
That's what I'm waiting on.
So I'm seeing. Well, give me something better, And I know they've got it, but they're holding it back. There was some that have been put out and said this has been what's been seen, but is it really theirs? Is it just something else that somebody else put up on the screen? on their page to or somehow said it was from them. You know, fake news stuff. You can have a whole fake news set and whole bit and come up with the UFO stuff like it's real, but just to say if I don't see Fox or some other something like that, you know, I'm not believing it because it's all somebody made up in their basement or made up in their little studio, and with their AI people, with the AI. So
right, look at the pictures I sent you, and I sent it to my cousin.
Yeah,
I walked outside. I just took a picture. It was a nice day out here.
Right.
I took a picture, and he texted me back and said, "What's that dot?" I said, "What dot?"
Yeah.
That black dot. So I opened up and looked at it. But the funny thing is you could see the exhaust out of it, but the exhaust coming out of it was black, remember?
Yeah. Yeah, like it had a motor or something. That wasn't that propulsion that we're looking for, that they say the special propulsion. I see smoke. I go, okay. They run on ethanol.
no.
Were they running on octane? What are they running on? You know.
Yeah, or they run. Well, I told you about that dream that I had when I saw the one at the stop sign.
Yeah.
That was the propulsion was some type of energy force.
Huh.
And then I keep telling you, every now and then I keep hearing stuff behind the mountains east of me. It sounds like something's buzzing through the mountains. They are out there, Larry. It's just that nobody wants to admit it.
Yeah, I know. There's sounds. My buddy lives up farther down the road than you. You know who I'm talking about, Wade. My buddy. He says he sees all sorts of colors, and he thought, well, what do you see is colors way in the background, like a blob of colors, changing colors. Now, if that was closer up, he would see more of a disc, more or less. It was right out his back door. He's seeing this. And I go, man, you got to go out and drive and find it or whatever, you know. But we're these rural areas where we live, folks, we see a lot of stuff in the sky, like the three that I saw bouncing around, doing all sorts of cool stuff, putting on a show for me. And I know they knew I was there. I mean, I could feel it. They say if you communicate in a certain way with a mind, you'll be able to, you know, to communicate. Once you've seen one, you can see many, and that's a true fact. That's.
Oh yeah, it's just like
you're open to it.
I know this might sound a little crazy, but my girlfriend and I went to Laughlin, and and I picked up on one machine, and I just kept sitting there talking back to the machine.
Yeah.
And about every third time it would sit there and hit.
Oh, really?
You know? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because we're wired the same way. We put out the genetic energy.
Right.
You know? And the thing about it is, the electronics, they pick it up. I mean, I've walked into a casino in a bad mood. I walked up the next day, hey, I'm in a good mood, and sit there and win everything back and then some. It's your energy that you put off. You put an aura off.
Yeah, yeah.
And just because it's a machine doesn't mean it's not going to pick it up, especially with this new AI.
Well, the AI things.
We are headed down a road that we really not should run down. We are headed.
I get it. I get it. I get it, man. Trust me, I do. I've heard this. There are also stuff that they can hit you with these type of microwaves or what have you, and it hits you, and you know you're dumbed down. You can't think right. You know they could do this for a whole 6, 8, 9 blocks that they got this device, and it's a military thing where they could just the sound it just makes you confused, and you know it's been used already. It's proven they've got it, and they could use it. You know, so there's nothing they can't do, and they have a way. Yeah.
I said something to some friends of mine years ago, back in the early 70s.
Right.
That Russia had dish or whatever pointed towards the United States that was such a high frequency that it would sit there and interfere with everything. And it was basically set up for a mind-altering issue.
Right.
And then I think it was like 30 years later, they come out with what I just said. I went, oh my God. I mean, just think about stuff. I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist. You don't have to be Einstein to figure this out.
No, you don't.
It's just that sit down and just think about common sense. I mean, and the thing about it is, like I said, 30, 40 years later, it proves that I was right.
Well, I think anything that you could think about is done. I mean, we've been prepped for years, and that's just the way it is. We've been prepped for years, folks. And my whole thing is that I believe it when I hear it and see it. I don't see it or can't touch it or whatever. Doesn't mean I don't think about it. But yeah, it's a little bit strange.
My whole thing is right now, I'm looking forward to Fallout.
Yeah.
I'm going to hang out with my best friend Larry and all of his cronies, and we're going to have a damn good time.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm looking forward to, because you know what? Why worry about anything else? Why not enjoy what life, the life that you're given or what God gave you or whoever you believe in? Let's go out and have fun and just screw it.
Okay, I will hope to see you in November. I really will. We'll be hearing from you probably a little bit more. I'm sure of that, buddy. Wade hasn't been out for a while, but he's due to be out here. I know he's busy doing his trade-offs and stuff, so that's cool. I get it.
All right. Well, I gave him that alien stuff for you.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that yet. I should remind him.
Why don't you give him my number and tell him to call me, and next time he comes out to see you, I'll just ride with him.
I will. Again, Wade,
or if not, I'll just come out and see you. I mean, it really doesn't matter. You're not that far.
We'll work it out off the air. We've got to tune off now, tune it down, and take it off. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. What a fun night, and thank you for the call, Ed. We appreciate you. We'll get back to you soon. Thank you, brother.
All right. Thank you, Larry, for putting me on the air as always. I enjoy, and man, let me tell you, I have a really, really good time.
Well, I the people out there do too. It's all about radio and having fun with people. All right, my friend. God bless.
All right.
All righty. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you not this Wednesday coming up, but Wednesday after that. And we'll be back with a cool show. Thank you, everybody. Be safe, play well. And I'm going to be having some fun at a birthday party Saturday night. Be well. God bless.